Hi, my name is Anjali and I'm going to show you what is macros on Excel and how you can record a macros. So an Excel macro is an action or a set of actions that can be recorded, named, saved and executed as many times as required and whenever desired. So if you want to present your data in a particular way, you won't have to format it over and over again. You can just record a macros and run it and the data will be formatted on its own. So now let's see how this works, how you can record a macros. So this is my data set. I have students' roll numbers and marks over here. So firstly, how to enable the macros option here. On a MacBook, you can find it under tools. Here you can find your macro options. But in case you're on a Windows laptop, here's how you do it. You go to the file, you go to file, options, customize ribbon, and under the main tabs, you go to developer options and click OK. So now let's record a macros. So we need to go to under macro, we need to go to record new macro and I'm going to record this as XYZ. Perfect. So what I want to do here is I want to extract the last two digits of the roll numbers here because the first five digits are the same. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to insert, I'm just going to name this number and I'm going to extract those two digits. Now I'm going to apply it to the whole column there. Now I don't want this to just stay here. I want it to be more visible, more vibrant. So I'm going to make it bold. I can add borders. I can add color to the cells, make it center aligned. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a cell style to it. So I'm going to do this cell style and I'm going to make it bold as well. So this is how I want my data to be present. I want the number column to be very vibrant. So now I'm going to macro and stop recording. Now let's see if this actually works. So I have the same data pasted over here. What I'm going to do is instead of formatting it again, I'm going to go to tools, macro, and under macros, here is my recently uh, recorded macro. So XYZ, and I'm going to run it. And there you go. My sheet has been formatted on its own just because I clicked the macro that I had recorded. So this is how you record a macro on Excel. Thank you.
Everyone, I am going to tell you how to assign a macro to a button. First of all, we have to click on Insert tab, and from shapes we are going to select any of the shape of our choice. I am selecting rectangle shape here. We will make the shape like this, and we can write anything on this, like I am writing click on me. After that, we need to double click on this box, and there is an option of assigning macro. From this macros in, I am selecting this workbook because I want to run this macro in this particular workbook. From this option, I am selecting this workbook.sb.test, and now I am clicking on OK. Afterwards, click on any of the blank space in the sheet like this, and afterwards click on the button, and we can see a hand pointer on the button. This means that the macro is successfully installed on this button. Now we can click on the macro, right click on the macro like this, and it's showing the this box, pop-up box, which means the macro is successfully running.
My name is Dia, and I will be showing you guys how to start a macro upon opening a workbook in Excel. So first you have to open your workbook or the Excel data sheet that you're working on. So here we have made one for so that we can work on it. So so first we have to open the Visual Basic application. So for that, to open that, we have there's a shortcut. Just click Alt and F11, and this leads to it will lead to this page, and then choose Insert, open Module, and then we get this. And here, so here we are basically where this is where we're going to type our code. So, and after when we run the code, basically the macro will open up in the workbook. So first I'm going to type sub, my macro and put two brackets, and when you press enter it'll already give an end sub. So the space in between, that's basically where we're going to type the message box and then the prompt that we want. So like whatever prompt that we want to be shown when the workbook is open, we can just type that here. So for an example, I'm going to type message box brackets hello exclamation point bracket. And then when we run this code, this basically shows up. So this is the macro that is going to show up when we open the workbook.
Hello everyone, I am Amrita and I will show you how to inspect the data. But before that, what is the need of inspecting the data? Document inspector is used to know the hidden information in your file. So first go on file, then info, inspect workbook, inspect document. It will ask you to save the data before inspection so that original data is not lost. But for now, let's proceed. These are the things it will inspect for, like comments, data model, then hidden worksheets, hidden rows and columns. Inspect. See, in your file you have comments, then hidden rows and hidden worksheets. Let's go on document and check it one by one. For comment, go on review, show comments. So there are two comments, one is in cell H3 and another one is in F6. I don't find any of them useful, so I will delete it. Hidden sheet, let's see what is there. Unhide sheet 4. Okay, so I find this information useful for sheet 3, so I'll keep it like this only. After that, there was hidden rows and column in sheet 3. So first select all, then control plus D, go on special, visible cells only. Okay. There are two things hidden here. First, let's check what is here. Unhide. Okay, the marks of accounts is hidden here. Let's keep it like this. And what was here? Table. I think this is also not useful for us. So we'll delete it. So again go on info, inspect workbook. I don't want to save it. Inspect. See, comments were not useful. Remove it. For document properties, let's check. Go on properties, advanced properties. See in general, summary, author, stats, contents. Okay, so we can remove it also. Inspect. Remove.